Welcome to the Learning Center. My name is Ms. Nevin, and I'm here to talk about percents. When we think of percent, 100% would be the whole thing, the whole pie, or I guess you've heard 100% that it's going to rain. It's in our everyday language, percentages, and we should know what they mean. They mean how close you are to 100%. So if someone says 75% today it's going to rain, well, it's a pretty good chance it's going to rain. They say 50% chance it's going to rain. May not. So we have to draw a number line, percentage number line, to give us a sense of where we are compared to 100. If you are asked in your homework about 5%, that's way down here, isn't it? Close to 0. 5%, and you're asked to put that into a fraction, I want you to know that you put it over 100, because that's what we're comparing it to. How close would 5 be to 100? Not very close. A way to figure that out is to think of a number that you can divide into both the 5 and the 100. I think 5 is our answer. 5 can go into both numbers, can't it? 5 divided by 5 is 1. 100 divided by 5 is 20. That's another way to express your 5%. So if someone said to you, I'll take a 20th, 5%, it's the same thing. Gives you an idea, though, when you're looking on the number line, doesn't it? It's not very much. Let's try another one. On your homework, you may be asked to convert this percentage, that percent, to a fraction. And your job is to put it over 100, but also to simplify it. Okay, that's as far as we can go with that. There is not a number that can divide evenly into 23 and 100. Let's try another one. What did the weatherman say? It's going 10% chance today it's going to rain. 10%. Where is that on our number line? Not very far, is it? 10%, probably around here. I don't think we have to worry about our picnic if we're talking about 10%, but how are we going to break that into a fraction? Because that's what your homework requires. So what we do is we put it over 100. Now we know what to do, right? We put it over 100, and we think of a number that can go into both the 10 and the 100. Let's divide this by 10 and divide that by 10. That's our job. 10 divided by 10 is 1. 100 divided by 10 is 10. Another way to say 10% is to say 1/10. That's your answer. There. Get easier all the time. Here's 50%. 50%. How would we write that in a fraction? How would we say that? Well, what do? Draw our line, put it over 100. Think of a number that can go into both 50 and 100. We're going to use 50. Divide both the top and the bottom by 50. 50 divided by 50 is 1. 100 divided by 50 is 2. 1/2. 1/2 is your fraction. 1/2 is another way to say 50%. I would like 50% of that cake. No, I would say, I would like 1/2 of that cake. But they mean the same thing. It's just another way to say it. Your teacher may ask you, what is 75%? Well, we can see it's pretty close to 100%. Let's see how to write it in a fraction. What's our job? Put it over 100. Think of a number that can go into both 75 and 25. That's it. You guessed it, 25. 75 divided by 25 is 3. 100 divided by 25 is 4. That's our answer. If your teacher wants a fraction answer, the same way to say 3/4 or 3/4 is 75%. 75%. You can say 3/4. There, these are getting easier all the time. Let's see. We did that one. Let's try 40%. Where's 40%? It's almost 50%, right about here, wouldn't you say? 50%. How are we going to put that into a fraction? What's our job? Put it over 100. And think of a number that can go into both 40 and 100. You guessed it, 20. 40 divided by 20 is 2. 100 divided by 20 is 5. There, that's our answer, 2/5. 2/5 is another way of saying 40%. There. There are other ways that your teacher wants you to learn to express percent, and that is 90%. Now, I did erase the number line, but 90% is pretty close to 100%. And a way to express 90% is like that, with the percent mark. But she may want you to express it as a decimal. And when I go from, let me see, from a percent to a decimal, I go to the left. So we will start here and go 2 places to the left. And there you go, that's your decimal. When you think of these two in alphabetical order, it reminds you which way you want to go, which way you want to move the decimal point. Let's try another one. 40%. There's my percent mark. 40%. And you are asked on your homework to move that to a decimal. So let's take this, erase the percent mark, take our percent point, our decimal point, and move it 2 places to the left. There you go. 40%. Let's try one more. 10%. 10 and my percent mark. There. Which way am I going to go? From a percent to a decimal, just the way it is in the alphabet. To go back to the D. I'm at the percent and I have to go back to the decimal. So I'm going to go left. Here we go. 1, 2 places. There. There's your answer. There. I hope that helps you with your homework. Let us know if you need anything else, or meet us at 1 o'clock in the Zoom room every day. All right, take care.